Recording.
Except I am.
Front kick, focus. I think the front kick is the best kick.
There, guys.
Hey, come here.
What? Not what? So you can kick me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the best kick for self-defense?
Front kick.
Easily the front kick. Why is the front kick the best for self-defense? Because even Jay could do one.
Why even Jay could do one?
No, look. When two worlds collide. Look, little Daisy Duke, bare feet, nice soft mat, and then Jim Bro over here. A round kick, come here. A round kick is a very technical movement. A round kick, you have all these steps to make it happen, right? Depending on what style of round kick that we're using, whichever one it is, it's a very technical affair. But a front kick, anybody can do that. If you just were to kick me, right? Yeah, anybody can do that. The front kick is one of the most versatile kicks that there are. You can use it to create space. Bad guys coming in. And when I say front kick, okay, let's do this because the nerds. All right. It can be push kick. It can be snap kick. It can be, we do a kick that's sort of a mix of the two. We just recently did a course on the front kick. There's a link down in the description below, a whole teachable course on our style of front kicks and setups and yada, 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 yada. But this is not for that. This is just talking about how a regular schmo like Jay, and look, he's leaving. Look, it's time to train. He's getting out of here because he doesn't want to train. Anybody can do a front kick because it doesn't require any hip mobility or very limited hip mobility. I don't have to be able to swivel these things. I don't have to be able to pop that thing for power. You can literally just do this. Your front kick can be terrible and still do damage, or send a person, if a person was coming to attack me, and I did this at them, make them stop. In the UFC, just recently, the best fighters in the planet, you could see them trying to utilize this kick, and it always looks like ass. It looks terrible. There are 14-year-old Taekwondo and karate kids with beautiful front kicks, you know, that are like picture perfect, and they can kick 24 feet up in the air. But in the UFC, when they throw this thing, it's always, and I don't even know what they're aiming at or what they're trying to hit. But they still can utilize it at the highest level. This kick has low startup. I don't have to wind it up. I put it out, boop. It has low recovery. So I don't have to kick and then somehow make my way back here, or if he steps back out of the way, right, follow through. If I completely miss the kick, nothing happens as long as I don't do this, which we cover in that course. Okay, I lied. I'm plugging the course a little bit. Hey, we just did front kick focus. There's a link down below, but I still think this is worth talking about. Front kicks for the street. You know what? When we do this, we're supposed to be in the street. Front kicks, woo! Coach shows the combo of the day or the technique of the day. You stand this far away from each other, and you go hands off, left up here. But then they say 3, 2, 1, go, and you're sparring. And it's like, well, how do I? Boom, boom, send him packing. Yeah, beat him, kicked him, and then kicked him. Sidestep, kick, touch. So we're pushing like a push kick to do this. And then extend from this and retract. Do, in, and we break. In this moment, he thinks he's safe. Bam. On that awkward bop, 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 bang, break, kick. If you wanted to open up for a bigger shot, kick, retract, put it down. You should be able to travel. He's being nice. All right, so now we're outside because apparently fighting is different outside.
Yeah.
What works in there won't work out here. Nope. Boom. That still hurts. I think the front kick is particularly well suited for the obvious. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room, and that's the groin strike. The upside being, you know, I can do this because there's no rules in the streets. But now this groin strike is not a fight ender. I'm still gonna have to know how to fight because in MMA they do this and then fall down and take 5 minutes because they're allowed to do this and fall down and take 5 minutes. Back in the old Valley Tudo days, they would get hit. They would just grit their teeth and keep fighting. So, like, it doesn't really end fights like people think it does. So you still need to know how to fight, but Another benefit why the front kick is good for self-defense is once you put shoes on, it gets way easier. Just throw this. Boom. Doesn't even have to be clean or technical. Just throw it some kind of way. Boom. And because you have shoes on to protect your feet and give you traction, it's easier to, you know, stay balanced because you don't have to throw it so hard. So I think the front kick is hands down the best kick for self-defense. I think it's the easiest. I think it has the lowest barrier for entry as far as skill and like physical attributes. Has the biggest number of targets, the widest variety of uses, and
less injury prone.
yeah.
You won't hurt yourself.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't hurt yourself. You're not gonna clack a knee with the ankle or the hip bone or anything like that, or catch an elbow. If you catch an elbow with bare feet in there, that kind of sucks. So I would say that that's another argument why this sport technique is even better in the street. You know, they say never kick in a street fight, and I understand why people say that. But the people that say that, I think, don't know a lot about kicking, and probably don't know a lot about street fighting. Seth said something really interesting. He said, "I guarantee I've practiced kicking way more than he's practiced defending kicks." Never kick in a street fight if you suck at kicking. You know, and there's some, I get there's logic to it. I understand it. But if you do have that weapon, why wouldn't you want to utilize it? You know, I don't want to always wrestle and scratch and claw and bite and box with this person. If I could kick him in the nuts, or even, and they say don't kick above the waist. And I do kind of get that because balance is an issue. You can get tangled up. They can still grab your leg. But I think shots in here, I think they're high yield, low risk. I don't think they're as risky as people make them out to be.
In street fights, we used to like.
Yeah,
You know, do
that
that
move,
shit, yeah.
that movement is in the course. Don't do it again, because don't go back and look at it. That movement's in the course. Feints do work in a street fight. They actually, I think they work better.
Yeah.
Because, and I covered this, we did a video on the Superman punch. Prime example. I throw a front kick. Dumb guys, their hands go down. He knows better. I have to tell them, hey, when we do this stuff, make sure you do that. But guys that don't train, react, they do this. Yeah, he can't even bring his brain to do it. They literally, give me a kick, right? They go like this, right away. You know what I mean? They do all this. So if I kick at you, look, I get nothing. Because he knows if I kick him in the groin, he gets 5 minutes to complain to the ref, right? If I kick at you and you react, the feints work even better. Bow, bow. Boom. You know what I mean? You get even more mileage out of the feinting and the setups than you do against trained opponents. But go check out this course. I'm very proud of it. We worked very hard on it. It's a serious course. It's not hard to hurt shenanigans. It's actual real instruction that we would give to fighters or, you know, military or law enforcement or something like that. The real stuff, not hard to hurt shit with my friends.